Top 10 Scandalous Freemason Secrets.
The Freemasons are one of the most secretive and controversial religious groups in the world. Masons have existed for centuries, and if you believe their claims, they've existed covertly for even longer. Whatever their history, speculation has always been an enjoyable pastime, and this is especially true in the case of the Masons' more scandalous secrets. Having passed down traditions and secrets from one generation of initiates to the next, they make it difficult to know what's outdated and what's still practiced. Consider these 10 Masonic acts as provisional facts. We don't know for sure, but it's always an interesting exercise to imagine what might be going on behind our backs.
10. They will not testify truthfully against each other. Freemasons are commanded not to testify truthfully when another Mason is on trial. They admit that it may be perjury, but to them it is a far greater sin to not protect one of their own. 9. They have a secret handshake. Though some members deny it to the public, the Freemasons have at least one secret Masonic handshake. Supposedly, there are even phrases a Freemason can utter when facing grave danger, causing other members to rush to their aid. The founder of Mormonism, Joseph Smith, is said to have uttered this in the last moments before his death. 8. They have several secret passwords. This is one of the best-known facts about the Masons, but the general perception is that they have just one password. In fact, there are several passwords for various occasions and reasons. As the one person with the final syllable for the ultimate secret word was murdered, they substituted Morbonzi for this word, and only very few people know the actual secret word. The secret word is used only for ceremonies. Tubal-Cain is the more common secret password on the tip of every Freemason tongue. 7. Their rituals involve a noose. The initiation rituals, though described by Masons as beautiful ceremonies, included a noose. It's hard to tell whether this is meant as a threat, a call to maintain silence, or simply as the symbol of an umbilical cord, but in case it's unusual enough to warrant a mention. 6. Fire obsessed with the sun. Freemasons believe that the East symbolizes rebirth. They sing the sun in its flight, marveling at its passage through the sky. Masonic lodges tend to be built in the East and in the as an attempt to control solar power for their own purposes. 5. Masons exclude atheists. It's impossible to become a Freemason if you're an atheist. The first requirement is that potential members must believe in a higher power of some sort. They claim not to care what power that is, but you must define it for yourself. You can lie about it, but religion seems to be a point of honor among them. On the other hand, traditionally excluded groups such as gay men are included in Masonry so long as they behave in the same moral manner as other groups. The still excludes women, but some groups are currently challenging that fact. 4. They work to control politics and finance in various countries. The official corruption of Masonry is well documented but often covered up. 500,000 Masons in England are proportionately involved in banking, politics, and government. Even hospitals and universities are often controlled by the Masons. 3. Their symbol is on the dollar bill. If you've ever looked closely at the US dollar bill, you've probably seen the all-seeing eye above the pyramid. The symbol is a Freemason symbol, and the Latin underneath is a Freemason motto meaning New World Order. Many say that the decision to include this Masonic symbol was not influenced by Freemasons, Benjamin Franklin being the only Mason on the design committee, but the coincidence was fascinating all the same. 2. Anders Breivik was a Mason. Breivik, responsible for the 2011 mass murder in Norway, was a member of the Lodge of St. Olaf in Oslo. He was promptly excluded, but his degree of involvement within the organization is open for debate. 1. Masons played a key role in space exploration. Some say that Masons have an agenda to take over the world, but some Masons seem to have their sights set on the moon. Astronauts in the Apollo program, including Buzz Aldrin, were self-professed Masons. Their right flags have been to the moon and back, and Aldrin seems to have claimed the moon for his Masonic lodge in Texas. Some of these strange and scandalous secrets of the Freemasons are obviously urban legends and should be taken with a grain of salt, but others seem to contain a degree of truth. One thing's for certain: Masonry is by no means an outdated cult. It still has many active members who seem to be working for some purpose, even if we can't all agree on what that is.